the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism, subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign, manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities, in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriyapada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities, and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But the Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
One or two times have Ganapati Darshan, Venkateshwara Bhava Samadhi Darshan, Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan. By third time, fourth time you will see every prayer you are asking those beings, Ganapati or Venkateshwara or Subramanya or Parashakti. Simply those prayers become reality, and the relationship between you and that cosmic beings built. I tell you, each Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a spiritual treat, enjoy. Spiritual feast, enjoy. Don't miss it. Never miss a Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Enjoy Paramashivoham, which is introducing and making you cognize the cosmic principles and cosmic beings. The state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign, manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities, in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriyapada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities, and Nijavatara, living incarnation, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
One or two times have Ganapati Darshan, Venkateshwara Bhava Samadhi Darshan, Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan. By third time, fourth time you will see every prayer you are asking those beings, Ganapati or Venkateshwara or Subramanya or Parashakti. Simply those prayers become reality, and the relationship between you and that cosmic beings built. I tell you, each Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a spiritual treat, enjoy. Spiritual feast, enjoy. Don't miss it. Never miss a Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Enjoy Paramashivoham, which is introducing and making you cognize the cosmic principles and cosmic beings. The state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities, in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities, and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
One or two times have Ganapati Darshan, Venkateshwara Baba Samadhi Darshan, Devi Baba Samadhi Darshan. By third time, fourth time you will see every prayer you are asking those beings, Ganapati or Venkateshwara or Subramanya or Parashakti. Simply those prayers become reality, and the relationship between you and that cosmic beings built. I tell you, each Baba Samadhi Darshan is a spiritual treat, enjoy. Spiritual feast, enjoy. Don't miss it. Never miss a Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Enjoy Paramashivoham, which is introducing and making you cognize the cosmic principles and cosmic beings. The state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. See, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
one or two times have Ganapati Darshan, Venkateshwara Baba Samadhi Darshan, Devi Baba Samadhi Darshan. By third time, fourth time you will see every prayer you are asking those beings, Ganapati or Venkateshwara or Subramanya or Parashakti, simply those prayers become reality, and the relationship between you and that cosmic beings built. I tell you, each Baba Samadhi Darshan is a spiritual treat, enjoy. Spiritual feast, enjoy. Don't miss it. Never miss a Baba Samadhi Darshan. Enjoy Paramashivoham, which is introducing and making you cognize the cosmic principles and cosmic beings. The state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifested. The cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Baba Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But the Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
One or two times have Ganapati Darshan, Venkateshwara Baba Samadhi Darshan, Devi Baba Samadhi Darshan. By third time, fourth time you will see every prayer you are asking those beings, Ganapati or Venkateshwara or Subramanya or Parashakti, simply those prayers become reality, and the relationship between you and that cosmic beings built. I tell you, Each Bhava Samadhi darshan is a spiritual treat. Enjoy. Spiritual feast. Enjoy. Don't miss it. Never miss a Bhava Samadhi darshan. Enjoy Paramashivoham, which is introducing and making you cognize the cosmic principles and cosmic beings. The state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
One or two times have Ganapati Darshan, Venkateshwara Bhava Samadhi Darshan, Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan. By third time, fourth time you will see every prayer you are asking those beings, Ganapati or Venkateshwara or Subramanya or Parashakti. Simply those prayers become reality and the relationship between you and that cosmic beings built.
Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamritam Dvandvadhitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Adhilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamajalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Avadhitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namah. Nityanam everyone. Welcome all of you to today's Devi Parashakti Bhava Darshan and Akashik reading. With the blessings and grace manifesting the Supreme Fount of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasnidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Parameshwaram. In today's session, we're going to be covering the introduction of this program, followed by the demonstration into the extraordinary power of third eye. After that, we're going to be learning who is Devi Parashakti, what are the Akashic readings, and how can we benefit by attending and experiencing an Akashic reading session. Then, we're going to be having the Darshan, Diksha, and the Akashic readings by Devi Parashakti herself, manifesting through the Nijavatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Parameshwaram, followed by the manifestation of the extraordinary power of third eye. So let us first understand some fundamental concepts and truths in cognitions. What is Samadhi? Samadhi means one with the source. Bhava means attitude or aspect. Bhava Samadhi means being one with the source through this aspect. The aspect, bhava, you choose. Through that bhava, being one with the source, samadhi is bhava samadhi. Knowing this aspect is the ultimate, and being in oneness with that is what is bhava samadhi. Bhava Samadhi awakens your Kundalini Shakti, which is a latent potential energy inside every human being. Awakening of the Kundalini Shakti results in extraordinary abilities expressing through us, like the third eye awakening, ability to have the remote vision, ability to scan anyone's body, levitation, teleportation, and materialization. Bhava Samadhi Darshan awakens your Kundalini Shakti and your whole brain becomes alive. This influx of superconscious energy visibly slows down the aging process and improves immunity to disease. With increasing levels of coherence, the whole brain becomes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, and transform our lives. Having the darshan, or even a glimpse, brings lasting transformation in us. Cleansing lifetimes of karmas and raising it to the next level of superconscious breakthrough, like hitting the reset button on your being. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. Mirroring of neurons activate and process all the absorbed movements of information of the avatar just by seeing and without the physical action. That is, our entire body is silently and without movement, recreating what is happening distances far away, experiencing the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar. Akashic readings are not predictions. They are a reading from the cosmic archives. There is no such thing as past, present, and future. Beyond space, creation and destruction happen simultaneously. The dimension of time starts the past, present, and future. But in the Akashic records, there is no past, present, and future. That is why what you call as happening, yet to happen are all clearly already recorded. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Parameshwaram, is the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities a lifestyle for humanity. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Kanchi Kailasa Sarvanya Peetham, the Tonne Mandaladinam, and is the incumbent emperor of Suryavamshi Surangi Samrajyam. He is also the present 293rd Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam of Kailasonatha Shamla Peetha Sarvanya Peetham, and the present Mahamandaleshwar, supreme spiritual head of the Mahanirvani Akhada, which is the largest apex monastic order. The supreme Pandav of Hinduism is also the 1008th Acharya Mahamandaleshwar, the head for all spiritual leaders of the Atal Akhada, which is the ancient apex body of Hinduism, and the present 23rd Guru Mahasanidhanam of the Dharma Mukti Swarga Pramadinam, and is the elected as the supreme Pandav of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1000 Hindu leaders or pontiffs. Revered as the teacher of Hinduism, most prolific, most viewed and read, authored 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 different languages, English, Tamil and Sanskrit, translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. Over 20 million copies of books and articles have been sold, read and downloaded. Over 10,000 hours of discourses, and reached and enriched over 1 billion lives digitally. A respected commentator of all the sacred scriptures such as Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Brahma Sutras, Ashtavakra Gita, Jain Sutras, and so on. Honored as leader of Hinduism, the most awarded, internationally recognized Hindu leader, the reviver of 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas, including the Rudrakanyas, Rudras, Rishis and Rishikas, Bhairavas and Bhairavis, and Sannyasis. Establisher of the largest Hindu university, Kailasa Nityananda Hindu University, the world with satellite campuses in 150 countries. Establisher of 1,000 Kailasa Enlightenment ecosystems. Founder and reviver of over 100 Sarvingya Pitas. Collector of the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million palm-leaf scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. With this, we're going to be entering to the next segment of today's program, which is the manifestation of the extraordinary powers and Shaktis. The Balasans, Nityananda Yogis, the initiated disciples of the Supreme Pandav of Hinduism, will now be demonstrating the powers of third eye and sharing with all the experiences and results of the extraordinary manifestation of the divine powers awakened in us through the initiation, Diksha. In today's Bhava Samadhi Darshan, all of us will be receiving the initiation into the third eye awakening and various other powers of the blessings and grace of the Supreme Pandav of Hinduism. We will be manifesting the following powers of third eye, seeing with the eyes blindfolded. Third eye is a cosmic browsing center located between the brows, which upon initiation, one can effortlessly express the powers and see through the third eye just as you would with 2 eyes. So what are Shaktis? Shaktis are described in the Vedas and Agamas as the system, a method, and science for human beings to explore the various possibilities and powers and have access to various states of consciousness. Shaktis manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are divine, you need to manifest divine, and not you are man, you need to reach the divine. Here, the foundation is that you are already Paramashiva. Your unmanifest recognizes that you are Paramashiva even if you have not yet manifested it. Understand? That is why what Paramashiva is revealing through this body, through this system, through this methodology. Any samyama you do on powerful cognitions, you manifest only Shaktis, powers, not Siddhis. These are the direct words of the Supreme Pandav of Hinduism on the power manifestation and the source of power manifestation. So here you have some of the differences between Shaktis and Siddhis. Shaktis fundamentally express from the space of enlightenment, and they are a side effect of feeling connection with the divine and a result of high integrity with the Guru. Shaktis are the source of enlightenment, whereas Siddhis are powers that manifest on the path of enlightenment. The Shaktis of Paramashiva manifest through ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way after the initiation from the avatar. Shaktis are permanent, whereas Siddhis are not permanent and may divert you from your goal of enlightenment. So Paramashiva is the source of all Shaktis. He is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, form and causality. As the fundamental base of our Vyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakrityas, the 5 cosmic actions of Srishti, which is the creation, Sthiti, which is the sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, bring out of delusion, and Anugraha, which is the liberating grace for all living entities. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, is the avatar of Paramashiva, the 1008th living incarnation and representative of Paramashiva, and is also the reviver of Kailasa, which is the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation, the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. Ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been the cradle of enlightened beings in highly advanced sciences. It was where the science of enlightenment and powers, Shaktis, was lived and taught as a lifestyle. For the first time in modern day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving these yogic sciences and transmitting it to the world at a record-breaking pace which has never been accomplished before. The knowledge and science of manifesting these Shaktis are passed down from one generation to the next through Diksha, which is the initiation by the enlightened gurus. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, being recognized as an avatar at a very young age, was trained and taught these sciences to revive the initiations and knowledge repositories for billions to manifest the science of power manifestation from the various disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra and Sri Vidya, Yoga and Yogic powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, the science of Aushadha, Advaita and Bhakti Yoga, Paramashiva Jnana and Paramashiva Vijnana. So how do we awaken the divine Shakti in us? Every ultimate truth, Jnana, mapped into your consciousness, Prajna, manifests as the possibility of and power of every single being, otherwise known as Prajnana. Here we have a beautiful video upon the science of initiation and Diksha.
The traditional Vedic book Navaratneshwara states, Sarvasamapi Dikshanam Muktihi Phalamakhanditam Avirodhat Bhavantyeva Prasangyastu Bhuktayaha. The main benefit of all initiations is moksha, enlightenment. As a side effect, health, wealth, leadership and well-being happen. And in Rudrayamala Tantra, Shiva says, Devi Diksha Vihinasya Na Siddhihi Na Cha Sadgatihi Tasmat Sarva Prayatnena Guruna Dikshito Bhavet. The one who is not initiated does not attain liberation nor a better future. So by all efforts, one should get initiated by Guru. What is the science of initiation? Neuroscience has proved that the process of initiation floods the brain with energy. This is the superconscious energy of Kundalini, our own highest inner potential energy. As the Kundalini flows from the thalamus to the cortex, it sets up a powerful energy loop within the brain, which awakens the latent non-mechanical parts which we have never used before. With increasing levels of coherence, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, transform our lives, bliss and fulfillment. Initiation creates high awareness, visualization, creativity. It also slows the aging process and improves the immune system. Kundalini awakening, healing experience, levitation, teleportation, materialization. Experience the power of initiation through a range of exclusive programs conducted at the ashram. Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, Birdi, Bengaluru. Contact 97422-03311 8276.
Yes, beautifully. Through this video, the benefits and the science of Diksha and initiation has been explained. So the science of power manifestation is authenticated through four aspects of evidences, otherwise known as pramanas. The first is the Shastra Pramana, which is the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures of Hinduism. The next is the Artha Pramana, which is the experience and results of Arthas or authorities of Hinduism, such as the Vedic rishis and scientists who have time tested and verified the science. After that is the Atma Pramana, which is the personal account, the personal experience of our manifestation of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar. And then we have the Pratyaksha Pramana, which is the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. Vedas are the ultimate superior authority for Hindus. Vedas are the pure science where the ultimate truths are explained. Agamas are the scriptures where the applied technology, the applied science is expanded upon. Vedas and Vedagamas are given the status of Shruti. As they are directly revealed by Paramashiva, they are the ultimate, eternal, unchangeable truth. A reference cited from these Shastras or source scriptures is called the Shastra Pramana. Let us now get ready to witness a very unique and exciting demonstration of the power of third eye. Here we have the Shastra Pramana, the scriptural reference to manifest the power of third eye. Kapalantar manonyasya tishthanmilita lochanaha kramena manaso dadyar lakshayed lakshamuttamam. By fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession, by that stability of the mind and inner space through the power of third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal, Lakshyam, by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source, Paramashiva. And here we have the Apta Pramana, where Bhagavan Sri Krishna initiates Arjuna to the power of third eye. In the Hindu Purana Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye to behold Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshan, the vision of his cosmic form. The 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita contains the description of Bhagavan Krishna's cosmic form, which is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through the third eye. Here we have the Atma Praman, the personal experience of the awakening of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. In Swamiji's own words, first experience that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360-degree, 10 directions, below me, everything. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience all of that as me. Here we have the Pratyaksha Pramana, which is the empirical evidence from observations and scientific experimentation. Study measures and compares metabolic cell activity of the brain in conscious and meditative open F third eye states using positron emission tomography, otherwise known as PET. When doing daily activities, high activity is measured in the brain where the third eye is located. And when in deep samadhi states, only the third eye region is active and almost 90% of the brain is at peace. Here is the Sakshi Pramana, which are the experiences and results of the extraordinary manifestation happening through the initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. This rare, sacred science of third eye awakening is being made available to humanity for the ultimate enrichment in conscious evolution by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashiva, who, as a living incarnation of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, embodies the most profound yogic states that surpass all bounds of time, space, and matter. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is gifting this pure, great science of third eye awakening, along with many other spiritual sciences, through initiation, Diksha. But millions of people have already been initiated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and are experiencing the profound results as extraordinary powers in their everyday life. So with this, let's now get ready to witness the live Sakshi Pramana demonstration of the power of third eye with the Balsans and the Nityananda Yogis. So along with myself here today, we also have Srinitya Shivashankarananda Maharaj, and we also have Koti with us joining. Nitish, yeah. Yes, thank you both for coming today and being a part of our manifestation session. Thank you so much for joining, Aya. So, yes, Aya. So, Shiv Shankara Maharaj, power manifestation, was been and is an extraordinary power manifester. Nitish, Aya, why don't you go ahead and give a very brief introduction about yourself for all our viewers who are joining us here today?
Sure, Nitin and everyone watching. So my name is Nitish and I'm from Toronto. I connected with Swamiji in 2018 and from there it's like Swamiji is taking care of me and he's guiding me in every dimension. I'm really excited for today's power demonstration and it's my first time coming here on NTV Live.
Yes, thank you so much, Nitish Ji, for coming and joining us here today for today's segment. Shiv Shankara Maharaj, you can go ahead and show everyone the mindful which you're going to be blindfolded with and explain to them how the mindful works.
Yes, thank you, Maharaj, for having today me in the first segment of manifesting Shaktis of Parashakti. As you can see, this is a mindfold which I'll be wearing. So this is the mindfold which is going to be the tested with the ophthalmologist, where it is medically proven there will be no visibility of light which is being seen. In the front, you can see is a thick acrylic sheet. The behind of the mindfold is the foam, where the sponge is there and the comfortability of your eyes where you put it these little holes. And here the adjustable strap where you can adjust it accordingly, tighten it up or loosen it. So this is a mindfold which I'm going to be wearing upon. And whatever is getting projected, either the participant is going to show something or the YouTube live comments from the which is going to get projected. Anything which can be seen by the normal two eyes, I'll be doing it just be reading through my third eye, and the steps for doing it is connecting myself in the space of oneness with Swamiji by chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashimoham, invoking Swamiji's presence and then manifesting this power.
Yes, Shiv Shankara Maharaj, you can go ahead and ask the volunteer to tie the I-band on you. And as the I-band is being tied for Shiv Shankara Maharaj, Nitish Ji, actually you can go around your house and try to get a few items which we can then show Shiv Shankara Maharaj. And through the power of third eye, after connecting with Swamiji in the space of oneness, you'll identify whatever objects and identify the shape, colors, and tell whatever objects you're holding. So maybe you can go ahead and maybe grab a couple of books or some articles or something around in your house and bring them and show it to Shiv Shankara Maharaj. Yes. So while we're waiting for Aya to bring the articles, here you can see Shiv Shankara Maharaj has been blindfolded tightly and is connecting to Swamiji, getting into the space of oneness. Remembering Swamiji in his inner space, connecting with him, and understanding that he is the source of everything. The energy of Paramashiva residing in the supreme founder of Hinduism, residing in Swamiji, and residing in ourselves. Both are one and the same. And with that powerful cognition, connecting and manifesting the same space of oneness. Yes. So she has come back and is ready to show the articles for Shiv Shankara Maharaj to read out. So Shiv Shankara Maharaj, can we start the demonstration?
Yes.
Yes, great. Nitish Ji, you can go ahead and start showing the objects one by one. And Shiv Shankara Maharaj, through the eye, is going to be seeing those objects and describing them for all of us. Please go ahead.
Yes, he's holding a book of Living Enlightenment, the Gospel of Paramahamsa Nityananda. Swamiji is Living Enlightenment book.
Yes. Nidishji, we'll move on to the next item.
He's holding a picture or a sort of frame of Parameshiva with 25 faces and 75 hands, and Swamiji sitting below it. He is showing a Bhagavad Gita decoded book Paramsa Nityananda. In that, Swamiji is sitting and he's wearing a turban, and there's a peacock feather, 3 peacock feathers on top, and there's a chariot below, underneath of the book, and there's a Bhagavad Gita decoded book of Swamiji.
That's all the item I have, Maharaj, for now.
That's great, Aya. So, Aya, has Maharaj been able to read out correctly, describe what the objects which you had showed here?
Yes, definitely. Maharaj has definitely been exceeded the expectations here, and everything. It was to the point, every description. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and thank you. I feel grateful for the grace of Maharaj and Bhagwan just to be here in this space and witnessing this extraordinary Shaktis. So all those who are going to be here attending, please don't miss. One message I would like to give is after the darshan, please don't miss attending the power manifestation sessions. So if you're attending that, you will be able to manifest just like this.
Yes, yeah, that's so great. Aya, could you also just confirm for all our audiences and everyone else who's watching today's segment is that we didn't even that there has been no preparation for this, and we just joined and came together for today's call, and we just had the power manifestation. Prior to this, we didn't discuss we didn't have any prior preparation for the session.
Yes, definitely. It was completely spontaneous, and there was no meeting or anything that was set up before this. So yeah, I can definitely stand up for this authenticity.
Yes, thank you so much, Aya. So Shiv Shankar Maharaj, you can actually go ahead and remove your IBAN. And so we request everyone to continue to stay tuned. We're going to be entering to the next segment of today's power demonstration, which is the power of body scanning. In this power of body scanning, one awakens the ability to scan illnesses, diseases, medically diagnosed issues, and provide solutions through the awakened third eye. Here we have the Shastra Pramana, the scriptural reference to manifest the power of remote vision. Swadehe jagato vapi sukshma sukshma tarani cha tattvani yani nilayam Dhyatmante Vyajarat Para. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply from the subtle to the subtlest constitutive principle of your whole body, Swadeha, or of the whole universe, simultaneously consist of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in the source cause, Paramashiva. By the experience of such restful awareness, one becomes complete from all thoughts, and the ultimate universal divine power, Paradevi, Adi Shakti, is revealed, and the supreme power manifestation happens. Here we have the Apta Pramana, which is the reference of the power of remote vision. In the Hindu Purana of Mahabharata, the whole war sacred scripture Bhagavad Gita, is narrated to blind King Dhritarashtra by his trusted charioteer Sanjaya. Sanjaya is initiated into third eye power of Duradrishti, which is the remote vision, and Duradrishti, the power of hearing from remote distances. It is through Sanjaya's narration that humanity has received the sacred scripture of Bhagavad Gita. And here you have the Apta Pramana, or the reference of the power of body scanning from the life of a Siddha. Taraiyar was a Siddha and one of the prominent disciples of Agastya. One day, a man was suffering from a very severe headache and comes to Agastya for healing. Agastya uses the power of body scanning and identifies the root cause of the headache. He reveals that there is a small tarai, a type of frog, sitting in the person's brain. Agastya immediately instructs Taraiyar, his disciple, to perform an open head surgery and remove the frog. After the surgery was completed, the person was cured and healed of his headache, thus attaining the name Taraiyar. Here we have the Atma Pramana, where the Supreme Founder of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, has time-tested and authenticated the science in his own life. On the 22nd of December 2019, Supreme Founder of Hinduism revealed how he uses this power of body scanning. Paraphrasing of his own words, "Only when I had the multiple compound hand fracture, I was forced to go to surgery and therefore for medical checkups related to that. At that time, they detected heavy metal quantity in my different organs. It was revealed that I had been poisoned without our knowledge. I immediately used diagnostic methods instead of medical facilities to study the body condition due to the poisoning. Through body scanning, I found out what the problems, imbalances had happened and where balance has to be done. I use allopathy as a second opinion to verify my findings." Here we have the Sakshi Pramana, which is the experience and results of the extraordinary power manifestation happening through the initiated disciples of the Supreme Founder of Hinduism. And here you can see we have snippets from various social media posts of devotees and disciples from all across the globe who have manifested these powers of body scanning and remote vision. Let's now get ready to experience a live demonstration of this power of remote vision. Yes. So we're back now, again with Shivashankara Maharaj and with Nitish ji. So before we enter into the body scanning directly, Nitish, I would like you to confirm a few things with our audience and with the rest of our viewers, whether we know any of your medical background or medical history, and is this something which we had previously, prior to today's power manifestation demonstration, have discussed before?
No, so I can definitely confirm this. Like, I haven't shared any of my medical history, and this is the very first time that we are connecting on this, not only demo, but first time really connecting together for the body scanning.
Yes, that's great. So Shivashankara Maharaj is now going to be through the third eye, is going to be manifesting the power of body scanning on Nitish ji. So Shivashankara Maharaj, you can go ahead and start manifesting this power of third eye.
I welcome you all with my love and respect. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om
Yes. So very beautifully what Swamiji revealed is, yeah, see, you're a type of person where if anything happens, you're not able to completely open it up to a person who's outside. You know that you whatever you're doing, whether some activity, you are okay with it, and if it's some kind of problem happens to you, you are able to just deal with within yourself. So that is that an issue where you're not able to open up with the people. So that is some mind related issue which is affecting your body. Major issues which is not there's no any major issues which is affecting your body, but you think there is a cognition or your own ideas which is affecting your body. You are thinking, but I'm just telling you what Swamiji is telling. There is nothing which is affecting your body at all. The only two things which Swamiji very showed me is which is the right thigh on your right thigh. Whenever you sit and you stand up and you go do some activity, you usually jog or do some kind of a yoga. When you come back, that time of muscles in your right thigh, it slowly numbs. The numbness you feel, that is there, and your whenever you eat food, you feel that why I'm not able to continuously have the stomach full, empty, like able to continuously digest. Either you feel more hungry or the food which you eat is not satisfied for you. That is always there. As Swamiji always tells that eat one meal per day. You have a cognition. Okay, he's telling that, but how can I implement that in my life? So that is there. That is there in you. I will see that the digestion part. And the last thing is towards your neck. I'm just telling you, don't strain your neck, because whenever you bend yourself and whenever you have a conversation and speak to people towards your neck region, you're going to see that kind of simple strain which is there, that will get automatically healed. And for this, very clearly, Swamiji tells that now I just did the body scan. So when the body scanning happened, not alone I diagnose an issue or tell an issue to you and tell that you have this issue. Also, the healing starts. So when Swamiji's third eye falls on a particular person, the healing also happens, because Swamiji's third eye is very powerful to make a person completely healed from all kinds of diseases. So solution for this is, the first thing, try to wake up as early as in the morning is possible. Try to wake up as early in the morning, maybe 4 to 5 in your own your region time. Wake up at that point of time and try to do some activity. It can be yoga, it can be any kind of physical activity. Try to do that. And in the evening, before falling asleep, try to just 1 hour before you fall asleep, try to just see Swamiji, any kind of Swamiji's videos, satsang or Swamiji's darshan. Just see that and immediately fall asleep. Don't do any other activity. See Swamiji and fall asleep in the morning. Wake up and do some kind of physical activity. Do these both. You'll see the complete healing happens to you, and the rejuvenation which needs to takes place in your body, and all the toxins which needs to be cleared will be completely cleared. You will see that within 24 hours. So these are the body scan, and this is the revelation which Swamiji very beautifully shared to me and mentioned to you. If you're able to relate with it, you can go ahead and share.
Yes, thank you so much, Maharaj, for this. Definitely related to thighs and this next pain you mentioned, it's definitely correct. The process, what the body was going through while the third eye of Swamiji was manifesting through, was that I can feel the intense heat landing in the system. And those areas that you mentioned, like here, I was able to feel something is going on. So the sensation was there. Thank you so much to beloved Bhagwan and to you, Maharaj.
Yes. Thank you so much, Shivshankar Maharaj and Nitish Ji, for coming today and joining us for this segment of our manifestation. Thank you both so much. Yes. So with this, we're going to be entering to the next segment of today's program. Please stay tuned. The Akashic records. Akashic records are created in space. Whatever has happened in time is there as a file. Nothing can be destroyed. Please understand, none of your actions, thoughts, plans, emotions, words, none of them can be destroyed. The Akashic records are the cosmic archives of everything happened, happening, and yet to happen. The Akashic records are the verbal, visual, five-dimensional document. Whatever is happening continuously gets recorded. All the information you collect from all of your births is in your DNA. You can access some of them just to understand and not to waste the time doing the same actions again and again. The Akashic readings are not predictions. They are readings directly from the cosmic archives. There is no such thing as past, present, and future. Beyond space, creation and destruction happen simultaneously. The dimension of time starts the past, present, and future. But in the Akashic records, there is no past, no present, and future. And that is why what you call as happened, happening, and yet to happen are all already clearly recorded. In Swamiji's own words, nobody has the right to comment on these readings. Nobody has the right to manipulate these readings. Nobody has the right to interpret, comment these readings. They are complete unto themselves. For anybody to live in tune with the cosmos, the Jivan Mukti, living enlightenment, they do not need to any special practice other than listening to these great readings again and again. When you listen to these great readings, naturally, a negative logic is penetrated, broken, and these great truths settle in your inner space, and they make you live enlightenment. As the avatar of Paramashiva, only an avatar can decode the Akashic readings, and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has graced humanity with the blessings and darshan in the form of Devi Parashakti, revealing the answers to questions to the yearning of seekers as solutions, breakthroughs, and liberating humanity from pain and suffering. Any question given to Devi Parashakti is not just an answer, but a karmic breakthrough for the receiver. Here we have the Shastra Pramana, a scriptural reference to manifest the power of Akashic reading. The reference is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Dharma 61, Sutra 84. Akasham vimalam pashyan kritva drishtim nirantaram stabdhatma tatkshanat devi bhairavam vapurapnuyat. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, looking at the spotlights in finite etheric space, Akasha, beyond the sky and clouds, one should fix one's gaze from the third eye without blinking continuously and make the body and inner space steady and motionless. In that very moment, O Devi, one obtains the nature and power of the infinite space, Bhairava. Here we have the Sakshi Pramana, which are the experiences and results of the extraordinary manifestation happening through the initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. We have here some of the social media snippets and screenshots of devotees and disciples from across the globe sharing their experience of power manifestation, where they have successfully manifested these powers of remote vision after the initiation from the avatar. Now, let's get into the Apta Pramana, which is the reference of the powers of Akashic reading from authorities on Hinduism. In the Hindu Purana of Mahabharata, that narrates a story of this great sage Maitreya, who reveals the secrets to Vidura, the story of his birth in human form and the reasons for all his suffering. Sage Maitreya accessed the Akashic records and told Vidura that he was not an ordinary man, but was in fact an incarnation of Yamaraja, the Lord of Death. He was to play the part of a so-called Shudra for 100 years, being cursed by Manduka Muni. And here we have the Atma Pramana, which is the personal account of the Supreme Founder of Hinduism, his experience with the power manifestation science, where he has time tested and authenticated it. The Supreme Founder of Hinduism's own words. Reading the Akashic records is just opening the screen and it will appear. Originally, the Akashic records will appear in Sanskrit and then it gets translated into English during the process of seeing the scene and cognizing. That is why most of the English words which I use, those same words are getting repeated during the Akashic readings, because the seer, during the process of seeing, is translating the scene. Because the seer is the person who is talking to you regularly in English, uses the same word to cognize and translate the scene itself during the process of seeing. So what are some of the benefits of the Akashic reading? The Supreme Founder of Hinduism says, all the information you collect from all of your births is in your DNA. You can access some of them just to understand and not waste the time doing the same actions again and again. Accessing the DNA code, reading the Akashic records will be useful for you to be liberated from your default future, bringing an end to binding cognitions, known and unknown sufferings, leading you to experience enlightenment or Paramashiva. Only an avatar can alter the Akashic readings. The initiated Alsans can view the Akashic records. However, only an avatar can alter, edit, upgrade, and change the Akashic readings. During the Darshan and Diksha, the Supreme Founder of Hinduism blesses and upgrades the Akashic records as per the prayer of the devotee. So what can you ask in an Akashic reading? The most accurate and unbiased answer to any questions about your life, destiny, purpose, or everyday parts of your life. Be spiritually healed, have physical and emotional problems with just a look or a word. Understand the reasons behind your life's happenings, receive the blessings to fulfill your right desires, and get the clarity to redesign your future. So these are some of the things which you can ask and which you can expect from the Akashic readings. So now, let us move into the next segment of today's program, which is understanding the divine feminine consciousness. Here we have the Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti. Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati Shaktya Prabhavitum Na Chedevam Devo Nakashala Spanditumapi Atasvamaradyam Harihara Viranjadi Bhirapi Pranantum Stotum Va Katamakrita Punja Prabhavati. Lord Shiva only becomes able to do creation in this world along with Shakti. Without her, even an inch he cannot move. And so, how can one who does not do good deeds or who does not sing your praise become adequate to worship you, O Goddess mine, who is worshipped by the Trinity? Bhavanitvam dase mai pitaras drishtim shakarunam itistotum vanchan kadayati bhavanitvam idiya tadaivatvam tasmai disasi nija sayujya padavi mukunda brahmendra sputamakuta nirajiti padamam. If anyone has a wish in his mind to pray, you Bhavani, my mother, please shower on me a part of your merciful love. Even before he says, you Bhavani, you, my goddess, would give to him the water falling from the crowns of Vishnu, Rudra and Brahma at your feet and grant him the eternal life in your world. Devi Parashakti, the ultimate pure feminine consciousness. All great things can start only with mother. Bhuvaneshwari is the cosmic mother, her cosmic womb from which billions and billions of universes come in and go out. The source where the Big Bang and black holes go on. Devi Parashakti is the source of all of us. We all came from Parashakti. We stay in Parashakti and we go back to Parashakti. We are all literally waves in the ocean called Parashakti. Parashakti is the source. source Shakti, source energy, source power from which all of us came, in which all of us are even now existing in which all of us are going to merge back into. It is like a wave starting from the ocean, staying in the ocean, raising in the ocean, and falling back into the ocean. We all start from Parashakti, stay in Parashakti, raise in Parashakti, drop and merge back into Parashakti. Parashakti is the main deity of the sacred feminine, the divine consort of Bhagavan Paramashiva, who is the Lord of the Supreme Consciousness. Parashakti is the embodiment of Tyaga. The divine feminine consciousness is unique only to Hinduism. The unique contribution to the spiritual consciousness from the Vedic tradition is the sacred feminine worship. Even if everything from what the Vedic tradition gave is lost, if just the sacred feminine tradition is there, then the whole thing can be revived back because the sacred feminine worship, mother worship, is the seed of the Vedic tradition. Hinduism has at least 10,000 sampradayas or subsects. And if all of these sampradayas were lost one day for some reason, and only one sampradaya of Devi worship remains, the whole thing can be brought back. Because the whole thing is centered on this one, mother worship. Mother worship carries the blueprint, a hologram of the whole Vedic tradition. The sacred feminine worship is the hologram of the Vedic tradition. There is no enlightened being on the planet Earth without worshipping the sacred feminine, including myself. I am basically a Shakta. I myself follow Devi worship. From the beginning, if you see my biography and all the deities I have carved, the darshans I have had, they have all been mother-based, Devi-based. These are the direct words of the Supreme Father of Hinduism. She has revealed to all of us on the 17th of September 2010. There's a beautiful story narrated by Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, a great avatar. Shiva is Brahman, but Devi has the key to reach Brahman. Unless she opens, nobody can reach. Very beautifully, Paramahamsa Ramakrishna describes a house scene. Even though the husband is the owner of the house, the key to the house will be on the hip of the mother. Either you have to fall at the feet of the mother or the small sons of the mother. Only they can touch that place and remove the key. Nobody else can touch. So either surrender to the mother or the people who are close to the mother who can reach. The divine cosmic beings are real, and they manifest from Kailasa, the enlightened time-space zone, through deities and through incarnations. In Madurai, Paramashiva as Bhagavan Somasundareshwara and Devi Parashakti as Devi Meenakshi came down from Kailasa to establish the greatest enlightenment ecosystem. In Madurai, Bhagavan Somasundareshwara graced the people of Madurai with various miracles, and he stays in a frequency where he can immediately assume the human body and relate with, answer you, respond to you, and raise you. This whole Sheva Leelarnava, which happens in Madurai, beautifully Paramashiva reveals that in every time when he assumes the form to manifest certain powers and grace the devotees, he exemplifies the expression of certain sacred secrets that humanity can benefit from. Here we have a beautiful story of how Lord Somasundareshwara brought back Malayadvaja from the dead. Once, Lord Somasundareshwara asks Devi Meenakshi, why Devi Kanchanamala why she does not bathe in the temple tank. Please ask her to come and have the beautiful opportunity to bathe in the temple tank. Devi Parashakti then goes and conveys this message of Lord Somasundareshwara to her mother. And Kanchanamala then goes to the Brahmins and asks them what is the most meritorious mode of bathing the temple tank. They reply to Queen Kanchanamala. It must either be taken by holding the hand of the husband, holding the hand of a child, or a cow's tail. On hearing this, she becomes greatly affected and upset, as she neither has her husband nor her child. Devi Meenakshi reported this back to Lord Somasundareshwara, and out of her sheer love and compassion for his devotees, brings back Malayadvaja Pandya from the paradise of Indra, from the Indraloka. And on hearing his arrival, Lord Devi Kanchanamala dresses up and adorns herself with the jewels and all the sacred ornaments, and both of them together, holding hands, bathe in the temple tank, after which Lord Somasundareshwara takes them and gives them both Shivaloka. And a heavenly chariot appears in which both husband and wife were carried into the worlds and the paradise of Indra, into the abode of Shivaloka. This is during the advent of Lord Somasundareshwara and Devi Meenakshi as they assumed and lived on the planet Earth. After they were no more in the physical body, they lived as the energy and expressed through their devotees. This story is taken from the life of Trinyana Sambandar. In Mylapore, there lived a merchant by the name Shivanesar. He was a staunch Shiva Bhakta. He had all the wealth in the world, but had no children. In answer to his sincere prayer, Lord Paramashiva blesses him with a female child. They named her Pavai. She was very beautiful. Shivanesar then hears of Jnana Sambandar's greatness and feels that only Jnana Sambandar is a suitable match for his daughter. Mentally, he offers Pavai to Jnana Sambandar. One day, when Pavai was gathering flowers in the garden, she was bitten by a poisonous snake and she died instantly. Shivanesar even announced that he would give any amount of money to anyone who would be able to revive her back, but no one was able to. He then recollected that he had already mentally offered Pavai to Jnana Sambandar. This instills great courage into Shivanesar, and he cremated the body of the girl, collected the ashes, and preserved them in a pot. Daily, he would decorate the pot with flowers and sit near it and meditate on Jnana Sambandar. One day, the news of Jnana Sambandar staying in Tiruvattriyur reached the merchant. At once, he erected a big pandal from Mylapore to Tiruvattriyur, and followed by a throng of Shiva Bhaktas, Shivanesar begins to proceed towards Tiruvattriyur to meet Jnana Sambandar. Meanwhile, Jnana Sambandar was on his way coming towards Mylapore, and they both meet each other halfway. Jnana Sambandar then hears about Shivanesar and his worship of the pot, which contains the ashes of his daughter. He decides to help Shivanesar